Did you know that some Cartier watches take over 400 hours of meticulous hand assembly? One wrong move and artisans risk scrapping the entire masterpiece. Molten gold is poured and diamonds are set under microscopes as gears align with millimeter precision. This is exactly how Cartier watches are being made, blending jewelry mastery with Swiss horological innovation. Before artistry, before assembly, Cartier begins with choices that define its very identity. Precious metals aren't just decorative, they are the literal foundation of the brand's enduring prestige. Blocks of 18-karat gold and platinum arrive at Cartier's workshops, metals that are known for their brilliance and resilience. These aren't mined casually. Cartier's sourcing emphasizes sustainability, ensuring that luxury today doesn't come at the cost of tomorrow. Next, artisans handle diamonds with exacting standards. Only stones that meet Cartier's demanding criteria for cut, clarity, and fire are chosen. Under microscopes, they become not just adornments, but integral elements of design. And then there's mother of pearl, delicate, iridescent, and notoriously difficult to work with. Cartier selects only the finest pieces, where nature's shimmer complements the watch's mechanical heart. This deliberate selection process is where elegance begins. Each raw element carries centuries of symbolism: wealth, purity, rarity. By the time they reach Cartier's benches, the materials already whisper of luxury, waiting to be transformed into timeless masterpieces. From here, it only intensifies as raw matter now faces fire, force, and transformation. Once selected, Cartier's noble metals begin their transformation into a watch's most visible armor, the case itself. It is here that strength meets elegance, and raw blocks evolve into refined silhouettes. First, gold and platinum ingots are pressed under extreme force, shaping rough outlines. The metal, once unyielding, bends under calculated pressure, forming the foundation of Cartier's iconic shapes. From the bold Santos to the curved Ballon Bleu, each design begins here, in controlled violence. But brute force isn't enough. CNC machining follows, where robotic tools carve, drill, and hollow cavities with impossible precision. Every millimeter is engineered for balance and fit, tolerances so fine that even dust can disrupt perfection. Then comes human touch, hand polishing. Artisans smooth every curve, sharpen edges, and create Cartier's signature blend of polished and satin finishes. This contrast is what makes Cartier unmistakable. Light dances across the case, elegance revealed from beneath the forge's fury. The result? A case that protects, defines, and captivates. But beneath the polished case lies the true heartbeat of Cartier's genius. Inside every Cartier watch beats a masterpiece of Swiss engineering, the movement. Unlike the case, which showcases beauty, the movement is pure mechanical soul. Cartier crafts many of these calibers entirely in-house, where expert watchmakers spend countless hours aligning gears, jewels, and springs that measure time with breathtaking precision. Each part, with some even thinner than a strand of hair, must be handled with steady hands and magnified vision. Microscopic screws are tightened, bridges aligned, and balance wheels tested to ensure flawless oscillation. The slightest dust particle or misalignment could derail weeks of work, so every assembly happens in sterile, immaculate workshops. Once assembled, the movement undergoes rigorous trials, tested in multiple positions to guarantee accuracy against the relentless march of seconds. Here, Cartier marries centuries-old horological tradition with modern innovation. Tourbillons, skeletonized designs, and ultra-thin movements emerge as both engineering marvels and works of art. This is where Cartier ensures not just luxury, but uncompromising mastery of time itself. Yet it's the dial that transforms precision machinery into living, breathing art. If the movement is the heart of a Cartier watch, then the dial is its soul. Each dial begins somewhat like a blank canvas, awaiting the artistry that will define its character. Guilloche patterns carved with engine-turned precision ripple like waves of light across the surface. Layers of enamel or lacquer are carefully applied, each one requiring hours of drying, polishing, and inspection until perfection emerges. The Roman numerals, which are iconic to Cartier, are not simply printed. They are applied with deliberate care, their symmetry forming a face both timeless and unmistakable. Glued steel, heated to the exact temperature, gives birth to the sword-shaped hands, slender yet strong, cutting elegantly across the dial. Every element is designed not just to tell time, but to captivate the eye. Under magnification, these details reveal an artistry equal to any masterpiece painting. For Cartier, the dial is not decoration, it is identity, where watchmaking becomes wearable art. And mind you, the brilliance is never accidental, but engineered through the hands of absolute light tamers. For in Cartier's workshops, diamonds are much more than decorations. They are instruments of radiance. Each stone begins its journey in the hands of master gemologists, chosen for clarity, fire, and brilliance. But the magic unfolds at the jeweler's bench, where gem setters work under powerful microscopes, securing each diamond into its perfect place. Using tools no larger than a needle's tip, these artisans carve microscopic grooves into gold or platinum, guiding the stone into its seat. Precision is absolute. Even the slightest tilt can disrupt the way light reflects. Once locked in, the diamonds blaze with flawless alignment, each facet catching and bending light in dazzling unison. Unlike ordinary jewelry, here the challenge lies in marrying sparkle with engineering. Every stone must enhance the watch without disturbing its function, adding beauty while preserving balance. In this delicate harmony, Cartier transcends watchmaking, creating luminous sculptures that tell time in brilliance as eternal as the gems themselves. And now the moment of truth. Countless parts breathe as one. Assembly is where Cartier's vision truly comes alive. At this stage, every component, from case, dial, movement to hands, converges in the care of master watchmakers. Unlike automated assembly lines, here, human skill takes the lead. Each artisan, trained for years, works with tools refined across generations, steadying their hands as they guide fragile components into perfect alignment. The movement, already tested, is lowered gently into its case. The dial follows, secured without the faintest scratch. Then the iconic Cartier hands are mounted with near-invisible precision. Robotics support with measurements and torque calibration, but the final harmony belongs to the artisan. The tension is thick. One slip of tweezers can mar a dial, scratch a jewel, or misalign the entire mechanism, forcing hours, even days of work to be redone. Yet with patience and perfection, the watch comes together. In these final strokes of human artistry, Cartier's masterpieces embody time. They don't just keep it. The interesting part? A Cartier watch isn't complete until it proves its perfection. So before a Cartier watch earns its signature, it must endure a gauntlet of precision tests. Each piece is submerged and pressurized to confirm water resistance, ensuring reliability whether worn in rain or beneath the sea. Durability is pushed further with shock tests, verifying that delicate mechanics can survive the jolts of daily life. Accuracy is scrutinized to chronometer standards, where even a fraction of a second matters. Once performance is proven, attention turns back to artistry. Skilled hands polish the case to a mirror sheen, engrave serial numbers with surgical precision, and craft bracelets link by link, ensuring perfect fluidity across the wrist. Every curve, every edge is inspected under unforgiving light to eliminate even the faintest imperfection. Finally, the watch is presented in Cartier's signature box, lined in luxury, awaiting its journey to boutiques worldwide. By now, it's so much more than a timepiece. We are talking flawless union of endurance, precision, and obviously elegance. Now, after witnessing Cartier's mastery, do you see just another watch or a timeless piece of art? Let us know in the comments.